Hello, my lovely girls of grade 3. So now I'm Miss Nani with you. I will do a review for what we have taken this term. Okay, so lesson 8.1, this is page 405. Olivia has cups of buttons. On each cup, she writes how many buttons are inside. Does Olivia have more buttons in the 3 cups on the left or in the 3 cups on the right? Explain your answer. So what we have done that we took this side, which has 18, 24, 26 in the left side, and in the left side 18, 26 and 24, and we added them together, and we see here that each side has the same amount. 18 plus 24 plus 26 equals 68, and here 18 plus 26 plus 24 equals 68. The sum for both sides is 68. So this is a very important example I want you to know and study. In page 405, what is different about the numbers on the left cups and numbers on the right cups? So my answer will be that they are both the same. The sum for both sides is 68, so they are both the same. Okay, so this is lesson 8.1, addition properties. Here in page 406, he is telling me to pick one of the properties. So what are my properties? The properties of addition, we have associative property. What is associative property? Associative property of addition is that I can group addends in any way and the sum will be the same. So you can group the addends in any way. And how is that? Here, if you see with me, I have 18, 14, and 15 equals 47 when we add them, okay? If I change the numbers inside the brackets, instead of 18 plus 14, it will be 14 plus 15, the answer will be the same. So this is called associative property of addition. Associative property of addition. This is very important to know. Okay, so there are 3 types of addition. What are these types? As I told you, the first type of addition is called associative property of addition. Associative property of addition, that we change the numbers inside the brackets. Okay, and the other 2 properties of addition, commutative property of addition. Commutative property of addition. What is the commutative property of addition? As I told you before, that 2 plus 3 is exactly 3 plus 2. 2 plus 3 equal 5, and 3 plus 2 equal 5. So this is called commutative property of addition, which is you can add numbers in any order and the sum will be the same. If you add 57 plus 35, it will be 35 plus 57. Here I have identity 0, property of addition. What is identity 0? If I add any number to 0, it will give me the same number. If I have 3 plus 0, it will be 3. 100 plus 0, it is 100. As 500 plus 0, it's 500. So this is the 3 properties of addition. That was page 406. Let's go and see here. Pick one of the properties above. Explain how you can use a number line to show an example of the property. So here I have a number line from 0 to 40 and here from 0 to 40. So what did I do here to answer this? I took an example of 15 plus 24 Okay, so I used this equation, which is 15 plus 25 equal 25 plus 15. So in the first example here, I started from 15 and then added 25. So here is I'm skipping with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I started from 15 and counted to 25, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it is 40. So let's try and start with 25. 25 plus 15, 25, 30, 35, 40. So this is called commutative property of addition. Now here, Ralph says he can rewrite 4 plus 5 in a bracket plus 21 as 9 plus 21, which is yes, he can. Do you agree? Yes. Why or why not? Because 4 plus 5 equal 9. So that's why I can write it by adding 4 plus 5 equals 9. Okay. Number 2, what property is shown with this equation? How do you know? 65 plus in between brackets, if the numbers in the brackets didn't change, 18 here in the bracket 18 plus 38 and here 18 plus 38. So what do you think if the numbers in the bracket didn't change? So the property is called commutative property. It's called commutative property. The same numbers are added but in different order. I just changed the order. 65 was the first, then the bracket. Here, the bracket is first, so this is called commutative property. Concentrate with me here. When I changed number in the brackets, it is called associative property. When here, in the brackets was 15 plus 26. When I change the number of the brackets and became 4 plus 15, so this is called associative property. Okay, I want you to say after me and pause the video and say it after me. Associative property. Associative property. Then I have number 4, 17 plus 0 equals 17, and this is called identity property. Identity property. So you have commutative property, associative property, identity property. Okay. So here he's telling me what is the number that when I add to 90 is 90. So it is 0, of course. And here 42 plus 23 equal what? Equal 23 plus 42. 2 plus what? Plus 36 equal 2 plus 23 plus 36. Of course, it is 23. Okay. So now that we have known the 3 properties of addition, I'm going to solve with you this complete until the end. 19, number 8, 19 plus 13 equals 13 plus 19. He is telling me to identify each property. So here I am changing the order only. I'm changing the order. So it's called commutative property. And number 9, here I'm adding 0. So this is identity property. Number 10, 16 plus 14 plus 13. If you look here and see that in the brackets we changed the numbers in the brackets, so it's called associative, that I'm changing the numbers that in the same bracket, they are apart. So it's called associative. When the numbers in the bracket are apart, so it is called associative. When I change order, it's called commutative. When I add 0, it's called identity. Okay. And now, of course, here, number 12, 25 plus 62. So it will be 62 plus 25. 23 plus 0 plus 11. It will be 23 plus 11. Here, 23 plus what? Plus 11, 23 plus 11. And here, plus 0 plus 14. So, of course, here 7 plus 14. So it will be 7 plus 0 plus 14. 34 plus 2 plus 28. It will be 2 plus 28 plus 34, and so on. So you can pause the video and answer after me. And of course, everything is on Classera, all the PowerPoints. The number 20 here, Gino packs his blue and green pencils into boxes. He puts 8 pencils in each box. How many boxes does Gino use? So he gave me that he uses 5 boxes. How did I know? Here he uses his blue and green. So number of pencils in blue is 23. Number of pencils in green is 17. So it will be 40. 40 divided 8 pencils in each box. So it is 40 divided 8 is 5. Number 21, group the addends below in a different way to get the same sum. Write the new equation. So 42 plus 14 plus 6 equal 62. So that's the new equation. So only these examples I want you to study very well from here. And let's go to lesson 2, topic 8. So I will share lesson 2, topic 8, lesson 2. Okay, so topic 8, lesson 2, page 411. It was so fun that solve and shade 3 sums that are next to each other on the addition table. Add the first and third sums you shaded. How is the total you get related to the second sum you shaded? Is this true for other sums? So here I have this table. It is from 0 to 9 here, and in the second row, if you see, we double the 0, so it is 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then we double the 1 here, we double the 2 here, we double the 3, and it's very awesome. If we choose 3 numbers next to each other, consecutive numbers next to each other. See, shade 3 sums that are next to each other, like 4, 5, 6. And we added the first number and the third number, the answer will be half the middle number. Okay, so we did it so many times in the session. Here, like 2, 3, 4. If you added 2 and 4, you will get 6. So 6 is double 3. You see? You see how fun it is? And I think it's a great idea for your project. If you can write it on a big board, or you can write the table on a big board, or write any 3 numbers of this and explain it to us, it will be awesome to choose any 3 numbers like 3, 4, 5, and then explain for us that if you add 3 plus 5, it will be 8, and 8 is double 4. Okay, and here also we have 1, 2, 3. Then I will add 1 plus 3, it will be 4, and 4 is double 2. 2 plus 2 equal 4, so 4 is double 2. If you choose 7, 8, 9 here, so 7 plus 9 equals 16, 16 is double 8. So that was page 411, my lovely girls. And here, of course, I chose 6, 7, 8, and we added 6 plus 8 equals 14. 6 plus 8 equals 14, and 14 is double 7. When I shade any 3 sums next to each other in the table, and the first and third sums, the total of these sums is double the second sum. Okay. And here it is the same question and the answer and the same way. Explain what you did to test if the relationship is always true. I repeated the same steps for different sums. That's how we chose 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. But we can choose 3, 4, 6. No, they have to be beside each other. And here also we have this pattern, and as I told you, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 9. I have 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 until 9 here, and I have 1, 1 until 10, and so on. So here, an even number of things can be paired. Any even number, I can put it beside each other in circles, see? here, because this is an even number, so I can put it in pairs in 2. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But if it is even, I cannot. There will be one alone every time. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 alone because it is even. Because it is odd. Because it is odd number, it has 1 alone. When you add 1 to an even number, you get an odd number. When you add 1 to an odd number, you get an even number. So let's see how this works. As you read across or down in the addition table, 1 more is added to the sum each time. So here, 4 plus 1, 4 is even. When you add 1, it's 5, so it is odd. When you add 1 again, it is 6, so it is even. Here, it's 8. 8, when you add 1, is 9, so it is even. When you add 1 to 9, it is 9 is odd. When you add 1 to 9, it is 10, so it is even. Here 9 is odd. If you add 1 to 9, it is 10. 10 is even. If you add 1 to 10, it is 11, so it is odd. Okay, so this is how it works. Odd, even, odd, even. Okay. Oh, let me delete this. So now he's telling me Sebastian said that an even number plus an even number is always even. Is Sebastian's pattern always true? Explain. Let's do it. 2 plus 2, even plus even equal even, of course. So even plus even equals even, yes. Each addend can be shown as an equal group, so the sum can be shown as 2 equal groups. So yes, Sebastian saying is right. Page 412. Now, page 413, he is telling me that is the sum of 2 odd numbers odd or even? Explain why the pattern is always true. It is even. If you add 2 odd numbers, why if we add 2 odd numbers give even? Let's see, 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So yes, when I add 2 odd numbers, it gives me even. The 2 extra ones in each addend pair up to make another pair in the sum. Like what here? 3 plus 3 equals 6. Why? Because 3 is 2 plus 1 and the other 3 is 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 1 plus 1 is 2, 4 plus 2 is 6. So odd plus odd equal even. Look at the addition table in box A on page 412. What pattern do you see in the highlighted sums? Explain. So let's go to page 412. So he is asking me about the pattern in the page 412. So I will tell him that the sums are all odd. One addend is even and one addend is odd. When you add an odd number of things to an even number, there will always be an odd number of things. So let's do it. If I add an odd number, 3, to an even number, 4, what do I get? Odd number. So when I add an odd number to an even number, I get an odd number. Okay. Number 3, look at the sums that are shaded the same color. Describe a pattern shown by these sums. Explain why this pattern is true. So here I have this pattern, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9, 10, 12, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, 4. So sums shaded the same color are the same because the addends are the same. This pattern shows the commutative property of addition. And how is that? When you have here 9, what is here 9? It's 5 plus 4. So you get 9. And here also, when you add the 5 from here plus the 4 from here, you get 5. When you add the 5 from here and the 4 from here, you get 9. So that's why it's the same. If you add here 6, if you go up from 10 to 6, 6 plus 4 equal 10. If you go to this 10 and you add 4 plus 6 equal 10. Here 11, 7 plus 4 equal 11. If you go to this 11, 7 plus 4 equal 11. That's why they are equal. Here 6, we have the 6. 2 plus 4 equal 6. And here you have the 6. 2 plus 4 equal 6. That's why they are equal. Okay, number 4. Find other sums with a similar pattern, shade them on the table, explain why. So as a commutative property, if you saw 5 and 3, 5 plus 3 equal 8. So I have this 8 and this 8 also. 5 plus 3 equal 8. So that was page 413. And number 5 is telling me shade the table to show a pattern you see, describe your pattern. So you can color any pattern. You can color 6, 7, 8 and 6, 7, 8. You can color 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. You can color 11, 12, 13, or 10, 11, 12, any numbers you want. Here, the numbers on the diagonal can be found by skip counting by 2. So if you skip here counting by 2 here, 4, 5, 6, then 5, 6, 7, 8, then 7, 8, 9, 10, then 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now you have a pattern of numbers that are skip counting by 2 space. Explain why your pattern is true. The numbers increase by 2 because both addends increase by 1. So if you see here in your diagonal, let me do it with you. Here, we are going to choose, I will color it with you. Okay, so if we have six, oh sorry about my coloring, 6, 8, and 10, we take this off, and 10, 12. Why they are increasing by 2? Because here I'm adding, after 5, I'm adding 1. So 2, okay, 5, here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if each one here, I'm adding by 1. After 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I will not bring this in the test because you cannot color or choose in the exam, so you don't have to revise it again. Okay, so that's what I want you to solve in this lesson. Let's go to lesson 3, topic 8. 3, as I was saying, okay? So in this page, it is page 417. Think about ways to find numbers that tell about how much or about how many. Derek has 277 stickers. What number can you use to describe about how many stickers Derek has? So here I have 277 and I want to round it. So let's remember rounding. Rounding has a rule. So let's remember the rule of rounding. When I come to round, if I have 277, I want to round it, I will look at the tens number, then the ones number. So what is the ones number? It is 7. So if this ones number is greater than, let's write it, is equal to or greater than 5, so I will add 1 to the tens number, and the number ones will go home and bring back 0. So this means that 277 will be 2. Then 7 plus 1 equals 8, and 7 will go back home and bring back 0. So the answer will be 280. Or we can write it on a number line like this, and we choose 277 is closer to what? It's closer to 280. So that was page 417. And here I have written the rule of rounding. If you want to round to the nearest tens, look at the ones number. If it is equal to or greater than 5, I will add on 1 to the tens number. Smaller than 5, I will leave the number as it is, and the ones will go back home and bring me also 0. Then in this lesson, I want to, yes, and here he is rounding 394. Of course, 4 is smaller than 5, so it will be rounded to 390. And here 350. So the tens number here, the tens number is equal to 5, so that's why I'm rounding to 400. Here, page 418. Susan says, I'm thinking of a number that has a 4 in the hundreds place and a 2 in the ones place. So here I have options, 402 in the ones. So how many options that I have when you round it to the nearest 100? So it is 500. So it must be, the number in the middle must be equal to 5 or greater than 5. So it will be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so here, okay, so the rounding, I just want you to know how to round these numbers. Here, what number is halfway between 200 and 300? Of course, the halfway is 250. Sherry rounds 678 to 680. What place does she round to? She rounds to the tens place, nearest 10. Why? Because she is rounding the number in the middle. So the place value of 7 is tens. So that's why it became 680. And here also, number 4, he is telling me I have 517, so I will round it to 520 or 515 or 510. Of course, 520, because 7 is equal to or greater than 5. It is greater than 5, so I will take 520. And then number 7, this is the important examples, okay? Here I have 640. 4, of course, if I want to round to the nearest 100, I will look to the tens number. So 4 is smaller than 5, so of course I will round to the smaller number, which is 600. Here, I want to round 88 to the nearest 10. So I will look to the number beside 8, which is ones. That's 8. It's greater than 5, so the number will be 90. Number 14, 699. Of course, I will look at the tens number if I want to round to the hundreds. So 9 is greater than 5, so the answer will be 700. Okay. Here, I want to round 328, so I have 320, 325, 330, 328 is near 330, and of course 8 is greater than 5, so it will be 330. Here I have 155, so 5 is equal to 5, obviously. So I will round to 160. This is the answers of 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I don't want more in this lesson. So lesson 5. So lesson 4, this is page 423. So lesson 4 is about mental math. It's about mental math addition, and lesson 5 is about mental math subtraction. So I will give you some examples, the most important examples I want you to know. So here in page 423, let me write it here for you. This is page 423. A school store sold 436 pencils last week and 28 pencils today. Use mental math to find how many pencils were sold in all. Explain how you found your answer. So here I have 436 plus 28. So I want to round 436 to a number that will be easier for me to add or subtract. So if I added 4, I will get 440, which is easier in addition. Any number that has 0 in the end is easier in its addition. So 440 plus 28 equals what? You will add ones to the ones, which is 8, then tens to the tens, which is 6, then the 400 will stay as it is. So the answer now is 468, but don't forget to take off the 4 that you added, which the answer will be 464. So I added 4 to 436 to get 440, because 28 is easy to add to 440 more than, of course, 436. Then I subtracted 4 from the total because I added 4 to 436. So the answer will be 464 pencils sold in all. Maybe this is a great idea for the project. If you want to do it, write it, and explain it, okay, in this lesson and in the next lesson also. So you can choose any word problem you want to solve it and send it to me. Okay, here, what is another way you can find 436 plus 28 using mental math? So we can break apart 28. So this is the most important examples here in lesson 4. So you can break apart 28 into 20 plus 8, add 436 plus 20, then count on 8 from 456 to get 464. So the answer will be 464. I will go through this quickly because I think the video will end. So of course, all of this PowerPoint you will see on Clasera. I will do another video for lesson 4 again. I will explain this again. Lesson 4 and lesson 5, I will do it. So please study well, and I want you to every day open your PowerPoint on Clasera, send me your papers on Clasera, and any questions, of course. And the homework, we will solve it together in the session every day. And just I want to say about the project. The project is choosing any equation from topic 8, like this one. So you write it down, you say it, explain it, and tell us how to do it. And also, let's see topic 2, lesson 2. Yes, here, if you want to draw this, as your project and explain for us that you shaded 2, 3, and 4, and how 2, 3, and 4. When we add the first number and the last number, we will get double the number in the middle. So that would be awesome. So I will wait for your projects, and good luck.